Hi, Kieran here. Let's explore the HTML produced by the Doggo in the Neighborhood application. So here it is. You can see if I select Matheson from this list, we'll compare Matheson and Trey, and I hit lookup, and I see this list here. That's fine. This page is a result of HTML that a PHP program produced and sent to the browser. So let's see if we can figure out what that looks like. One way to look at the HTML, you can right click and view page source. We're actually going to compare two different ways of doing this. View page source here. It might be called view source or something else depending upon your browser. I'm using Firefox, and I think all browsers have a similar feature. It just may be labeled a bit differently. So I right click on the page, select view page source, and then I can see the HTML to produce that page. Now let me detach this window from the browser, and I'll just put it side by side here so we can check it out. And in particular, I want to focus on the Doggo list down here. So let's see, we've got cute Doggos up there, and then we have household, Matheson, cute Doggos, Renata, and Rosie. So here they are over here. Here's the HTML that produces that. So we've got P, forget I'm using actually Bootstrap here, so it's going to have some extra bits we haven't seen yet in the course. We'll see them later. But there's a P tag with the household Matheson over there. And then there's another P tag with cute Doggos. P means paragraph, and it means show some stuff, whatever's in here, and add some white space before and after. So this one here, it says cute Doggos colon, so that's what you see, cute Doggos colon, with some white space before and after. Now here's a list. UL stands for unnumbered list, and this tells the browser the list is to start the list and that ends the list. And each list item has an li tag. So we can see that list down here. So we've got a list with Renata and Rosie on it. The PHP program produced this HTML. So it produced that UL tag, list item with Renata, list item with Rosie, and then closed the UL tag. When that was rendered by the browser, that's what it shows. So one way to explore the HTML created by a PHP program is to view the source of the created page. And that's actually quite useful because you'll write programs that don't quite look, the pages just don't quite look right. And you can often figure out what's going on by checking out the HTML here. So that's one way to do it. I did that by right-clicking, view page source. You can also hit Control-U, which is a shortcut on Windows computers. Might not work in Edge, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's one way to look at the HTML. Another way is to use the developer tools that are built into every browser. So the easiest way on Windows is press F12 to start that up. There's also a menu entry for that somewhere. I'm not going to bother looking for it, but if you need it, you'll find it. But I just hit F12. Okay, these are very cool things, and they let you inspect. They actually have a bunch of different tabs up here. The one we're going to look at now is just called the Inspector. So that's the only one we're going to look at now. This is the most useful tool here. As you can see, the tooltip says, pick an element from the page. So if I click that, and you see it's blue, then I'll move the cursor around here. You see how different elements on the page are being highlighted. I can pick one, let's say that one, I'll click on it. So I clicked on Renata down here, and the tab will show you the HTML that made the element you clicked on. Again, very useful stuff to actually find out the HTML that the browser has found for the element. So I click that there, I can expand it, and I see it's li, Renata li. Occasionally you'll see stuff like this that gets added by the inspector. Pretty much just ignore that and you can see the HTML. It's nicely formatted there. If I look at this one, here's the li for Sweet Rosie. So to do that, I open the inspector, F12. I clicked on this inspect button, pick an element from the page. I picked an element like this one, household Matheson, click that, and then I could click on this and we could look at the HTML for that one. It also, oh, by the way, yeah, as you can see, you can also go to the HTML and click on something and move the cursor up and down, and it'll show you what elements on the display produced by that HTML. Okay, so let's go back and compare the HTML produced by different households. So we saw the HTML produced by the Matheson household, for the Matheson household. I'll hit Control U again. And so there it is. And we can see we've got UL, LI Renata, LI Rosie, because this is what's in the database for the Doggos in the Matheson household. Let's leave that there, and let's go back here and change this to this household. Right, I'll hit click lookup, and in the database it says that Tanis is the cute doggo in this household. So let's do the same thing, Control U, and we can look down here and we can see there's a UL item with one element, and it's Tanis. So let's put these two pieces of HTML side by side. So you can see that when I selected Matheson, the first, this household here, well, let me see, I'll move this over so you can see the household. When I selected that household, the PHP program generated this HTML. So that's the way web applications work. There are programs that create HTML and send them to the browser for rendering. When I was writing the code for the program, I made sure that it would output this stuff here. When I gave the program this household, then it output this HTML. And that's how we could see the Doggos in that household. So you see there's no actual programming here in the web page. The web page is just output that's created by that. And that's really all there is. That's really all there is that it's doing. So I hope that's helpful. Remember, if you're looking at a page and you want to, maybe it's not right, or maybe it is, you want to see what's going on, Control U or press F12 and use the inspector. Well, we might use some of these others later in the course, but really for right now, it's just the inspector we care about. Okay, that's it. Bye.